for a half hour of high adventure.
And welcome to Real Talk Rewind. I'm your host, Chris, and tonight we wander through the oldest night. A chill that clings to the air, candles flicker behind carved smiles, leaves whisper secrets across empty streets. It's Halloween, the night when masks come alive and memories breathe again. This night wasn't born from candy or cartoons. Its story runs deeper, though, through centuries of fear and faith. So let's rewind. Long before it was Halloween, it was Samhain, a Celtic festival marking summer's end and winter's rise. The crops were in, the fires were high, and the world felt thin. They believed the veil between the living and the dead lifted, just for one night. Souls wandered, spirits crossed, and not all were kind. People dressed in animal hides. They painted ash on their faces. They left food outside to please restless ghosts. It wasn't costume or play. It was survival. A deal made in firelight. "We see you," they said to the dark. "Now leave us be." The Celts didn't fear death the way that we do now. They respected it. The end of the harvest was a reminder. Everything dies, everything changes, and nothing stays warm forever. When Rome came to Britain, they brought their own festivals. Feralia, honoring the dead, and Pomona, a harvest feast for the goddess of fruit. Apples were sacred to her. That's where bobbing for apples began, a quiet echo of old rituals under new names. Then came the church. In the 7th century, Pope Boniface tried to tame the pagan fires. He moved All Saints' Day to November 1st. The night before became All Hallows Eve, meant to sanctify what couldn't be erased, but people still kept their fires burning. They prayed to saints by day and feared the dead by night. Old habits don't die easy, they just change masks. As centuries passed, Halloween blended folklore, religion, and fear. In medieval Europe, people carved turnip lanterns to ward off spirits. They called them soul lights. Children and beggars went door to door offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. The earliest trick-or-treaters. When Irish immigrants crossed the Atlantic in the 1800s, they brought their stories and traditions. In America, the turnip became the pumpkin. Easier to carve, brighter to burn. The old ghosts found new streets to haunt. By the late 1800s, Halloween turned playful. Communities held autumn festivals. Newspapers urged people to replace superstition with celebration. Masks became store-bought, ghost stories became fun. But the fear never vanished, it just hid under plastic. In the 1920s, the night turned wild again. Mischief Night brought broken windows and stolen gates. It was chaos wrapped in laughter. After the Great Depression, towns began promoting organized events, parades, parties, and door-to-door candy runs. The candy companies loved it. The rest, as you know, is history. By the 1950s, trick-or-treating became a full-blown tradition. Monsters and cowboys filled the streets. The bonfires turned into porch lights. What began as a night of spirits became a night of sweets. Still, Halloween has always been more than fun. It's a mirror of our time. In the 1970s, fear returned. Not from spirits, but from society. Stories spread about poison candy and razor blades and apples. It wasn't true, but it revealed something real. We lost trust in the world around us. And then Hollywood took the torch. John Carpenter's Halloween hit theaters in 1978 and changed everything. A silent killer, a white mask, and the quiet dread of suburbia. The movie captured what we all started to feel, that fear isn't ancient, it's homegrown. From there, Halloween became legend. Horror films, haunted houses, endless sequels. A billion-dollar industry born from ancient firelight. But beneath the plastic and the fake blood, something ancient still beats. We still carve faces into fruit and light them from within. We still offer sugar to strangers at our door. We still celebrate the balance between life and death, even if we pretend it's just for fun. The rituals survive, the meaning just shifted. And that brings us here. So here's the real talk. Halloween isn't really about ghosts anymore. It's about memory, about who we were before the world got too serious. It's about standing in the cold air and feeling that spark again. The one that made you believe in magic, even just for a night. Think back. The smell of a cheap plastic mask, the crinkle of a candy bag, the sound of leaves dragging across pavement. You didn't care about work or bills or the news. You cared about one more street, one more house, one more handful of candy. You weren't afraid of what came next. You were alive in the moment. That's what this night gives us, permission to feel again, permission to play pretend, permission to wear the skin of someone else and for a few hours forget who we really are. We live in a world obsessed with identity. Everyone wants to be seen, to be understood, and to be right. But on Halloween, no one cares who you are. You're a vampire, a ghost, a superhero. You're a walking question mark. And for some reason, that feels honest. Because deep down, we all wear masks every day. Halloween just lets us admit it. There's a freedom in it. The freedom to vanish into a crowd, to laugh too loud, to be strange, dramatic, or wild without judgment. We need that release now more than we'd like to admit. It's why the nostalgia hits so hard. Halloween is childhood bottled in amber. It's the one night you could be brave and scared at the same time. The one night where the world felt bigger and you felt part of something ancient and alive. It's not the candy we remember, it's the feeling. The glow of porch lights in the fog. The way the wind felt alive. The sound of distant laughter fading into the dark. Those moments stitch themselves into who we are. They remind us that we haven't always been this tired, this guarded, this afraid to dream. Maybe that's what the old Celts understood. Halloween isn't about death, it's about connection. The living reaching for the lost. The past brushing against the present. The chance, once a year, to feel everything that time has tried to take from us. We don't wear masks to hide. We wear them to remember. And maybe that's the point. Every year when the leaves fall and the air grows thin, we return to the fire. We light the candle. We tell the stories. We laugh in the dark and pretend not to be afraid. Part of us still listens for footsteps behind us. Part of us still believes something ancient stirs in the shadows. And maybe, for one night, that's okay. Because the truth is, Halloween isn't a night of pretending, it's a night of remembering. A night when the world slows down just enough for the past to catch up. When you light that pumpkin this year, think about what it means. The fire inside the hollow, the glow against the dark, the soul light that's been burning since the first fires of Samhain. It's not decoration, it's a signal. It says, I remember, I'm still here, and I'm not afraid. So when the wind howls and the night feels heavier than usual, smile. You're not just celebrating a holiday, you're keeping an ancient promise to honor the dead, to face the dark, and to keep your own fire burning. That's the real spirit of Halloween. This was Real Talk Rewind. I'm your host, Chris. Thanks for listening, and happy Halloween.